Hi everyone, this is Doron and today I'm going to show you an excellent, neat, quick game called COUP. In COUP, which is a game to be played from 2 to 6, it takes about 15 minutes and 13 and up. We were able to play it with as little as 8. It is possible. Now this game is actually values more the more you play, and what I mean by that is that you do need to play a few rounds to get the gist of it, and once you do, this game then kicks in and is enjoyed to play, and it will make sense in just a moment what exactly I mean. So the purpose of this game is really to kick everybody out of it, to stay the last one, and the way that you do it is by you give each person 2 cards. Once a person is forced to reveal both of their cards, they're out of the game or the round. You know, this game we really play over rounds, but although a round by itself is a game. So basically the theme of the game is that you are sponsoring, or you have 2 representatives in the government or something like that. To be honest, I haven't even looked in the rules and the theme in a while. But the point of the game is, like I said, is kick everybody out. That's really what's important, and that's the fun of it. The more players that you have is actually better. The more is better, because there's the unknown element of who's whom, and the less player there are, it's easier to eliminate people out of the game. Now, like I said, everybody gets 2 cards, where each card has a certain character. Let me just flip it like that. And now each character repeats in the deck of cards 3 times. So over time, people reveal cards and you'll have a better idea what other cards are left. Now, each character has a certain ability. Now, each player has a player aid that lists each ability, each card and its ability on here, just for reference. You will need this for the first few times of the game. Once you memorize this, and it will be pretty quick to memorize this, you really don't need that, and that's when the game actually gets better, because when you know the abilities by heart, you'll be able to bluff and fake, and I haven't really mentioned that this game is bluffing, but there you go. I was about to say that, but I just did. Anyway, so the assassin, for example, has the ability to kill certain player's character card. For example, on my turn, if the cards are hidden, I can claim to have control over an assassin. So I claim to be the assassin, and I decide which card I would want to assassin. Now that player has the ability either to respond in retaliation, challenge me, or just accept the fact that they're dead, in which in that case they will flip over 1 card and they're halfway out of the game. Now, let's get a little bit into more detail. We have a lot of coins here, which is basically the bank. Everybody starts with 2 coins, and on your turn, like I said, you have 1 action you can do out of many. You can grab 1 more coin, your turn is over, nobody can do anything about it. Or you can grab 2 coins out of the bank to accumulate more coins quicker. However, a person, one of the other players, can claim to be a character that's called the Duke, and one of the abilities of the Duke is blocking you from collecting these 2. Now, if I collect it and somebody claims, hey, I'm the Duke and I'm blocking you, so I have the option at this point to challenge that person, or just pass. If I decide to pass, I have to put these 2 back. Now, when I challenge a person, that person will have to reveal a card, one of theirs, and show that they have a Duke. If they do have a Duke, then I will have to sacrifice one of my cards. I need to decide which ones. I reveal them, and basically that I'm halfway out of the game. If the other person basically, and if the person did reveal a Duke, they put it in the discard pile and they grab a new card, so they have a new character. Now, if they did not have a Duke, they themselves will have to basically sacrifice 1 card, and they're halfway towards out of the game. Which in that case, I would keep my 2 coins, and that will be the next player's turn. Now, on my turn, And one of the other actions I can do, I can claim to have a certain ability whether I have the card or not. In this case I do have an assassin and a duke. Nobody of course knows that, but I can claim to be the duke. The duke's ability is that he can take 3 coins out of the bank and his turn is over. And there is a point for collecting coins, which I'll explain shortly. Obviously there's a point for that. Another ability is the captain. What the captain can do, the captain can steal 2 coins from another player. And now that other player can claim to have a captain of his own or an ambassador, which will block stealing of the 2. And like the example previously, I can challenge a person to say, no, I don't think you have the ambassador nor the captain. I am challenging you. And if that person I'm trying to steal from reveals a captain, I have to lose a card. Otherwise, the person that claimed to have a captain in defense, he has to lose a card. So that's basically how it goes with these abilities. Now, the other ability is the assassin. Again, you don't have to have a card to be able to do the ability. You just need to claim. If other players decide to believe you or not, that's a different story. So the assassin's ability is they will pay 3 coins, which you don't have at the beginning. You pay 3 coins, and then you'll assassin a player's card. Now, there are a person that I'm trying to assassin a card. He can claim to have a card named the Contessa, which the only ability of the Contessa is to block the assassin. And then we're going again into the round. Do I believe you? Do I challenge you? Etc. That's really it's the social aspect of this game. Another ability of a character, it's the ambassador. I can claim to have the ambassador, which what it does, let me pick up 2 cards from the deck, pick up the other 2 cards that I have, and then keep 2 and return 2 into this pile and shuffle. And it doesn't matter which one I choose, but I took the 2, which this is the ambassador, and this is the Contessa that can block that ambassador, which is also on the cover of the box of this neat little game. And this is really the abilities. Now, the coins. The point of the coins is once you collect 7 coins, you can do what's called a coup, hence the name of the game. Nobody can block that. I would pay 7 to the bank, and then I can force somebody to reveal one of the cards, basically get them half of the way out, or if they already had a revealed card, they're out of the game. So that's really the point of the coins. Otherwise, you have the assassin that you can claim to have and pay 3 to assassin somebody, and that can be blocked. And that's really all the game. It's an excellent game. This game plays, again, like I said, 2 to 6 players, takes about 15 minutes, which is actually long. We have played it even 5 minutes. But then again, when the social element kicks in and you're getting better at bluffing at this game can be even longer, but that's just the fun of this game. This game is great. We just played it the other day for a few hours. This game is just amazing. Now it did come up with an expansion that I believe has an extra role, which is the Inquisitor, something like that. I don't have that, but I am considering to get this expansion since this game it gets a lot of table time in our game group. So that's really it. That's really what the game is about. I hope I haven't missed anything. Oh, there is one last thing. If you do accumulate 10 coins or more on your next turn, you have to coup, which I don't see a reason why you wouldn't anyway. But if you do accumulate 10 or more on the following turn, you have to coup. So that's really it. If you enjoyed this video, if it helped you understand the game or make a decision of getting the game, I appreciate if you like it. I appreciate also your subscription, and remember that sharing and caring. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.